Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium. They have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels.
Oh, it's good.
And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to throw. It's Duarte. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Daniels. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And as he throws, that pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they might get free.
Uh-oh.
Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
Uh-oh.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games. This guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
First down here for the offense. Handoff to the single back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jackson going to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice play design on that one. They make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Finds a crease up the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He's right on target. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something.
The expressway is wide open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
They'll try the run. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
In the red area, it's Daniels. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Duarte. Makes the grab down the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, third down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You can have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing game.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Hold it.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Good D.
Out of bounds, short of the goal line. It's a stop for this defense. A turnover on down.
I think sometimes you can overthink things a little bit as a play caller. And on fourth down, I know you've got a receiver who's really fast. And you're trying to get him the football and see if he can get to the perimeter of the field. But the defense was waiting on him. That was maybe a little bit too obvious. And I think you can put that fourth down fail on the play call.
Gonna run it. It's Hill. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with second and 4. They feed him again. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They're trying to get to it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the
the pick.
Ball in the air. Intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And just understanding where you're at on the field.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Let's see what they've got on second down. Using his legs, it's Daniels. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Wants to throw on third.
Out.
And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. They'll try to pick up the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by a field goal over FIU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A 3rd down try for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they'll knock him down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit.
Oh,
what a
yeah.
disappointment. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the 3rd. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Send that offense back onto the field. 1st drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. The Gators are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. He'll throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He's going to pass on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Jackson will throw. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first
shit.
down. And he intercepts it. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Trying to find his man on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out toward the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff.
Oh, bullshit. Oh, God.
At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first first down.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a crease. It's Daniels. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On third down, going up top. Using the back as a receiver.
Oh, God.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Gators! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Jackson gonna throw it. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him. In that last play, is his 10th sack of the season.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On third down, he drops the throw. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. He hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll throw it on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got overtime coming.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
First play of the first possession of OT. Give to the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. He's got 50 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. The give to the back. They're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they grab the lead here in overtime. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can share people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Going up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Dropping back, it's Duarte. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
On second down, looking again to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field and you just didn't have it there.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Fourth and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. On 4th down, looking to pass. That'll do it. The sack ends as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Great. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Boom.